Welcome back to the channel. Well, beautiful day. Holy cow, it's spring maybe is here. I tell you what, it's been warm enough. I turned my rain gauge over finally. There was some frost last night in some areas, but it didn't rain, so I should be okay. So my tires are changed on my 1050 diesel. Where'd that come from? I was gonna check the oil real quick on this tractor. Is it on the other side? Yeah, it's on the other side. But anyways, those split weights, I want to put a set on that 9 or 1050. I don't know why I keep calling it 950. Okay, let's check the old Earl. She could use a little bit. You want to grab a little oil? Maybe a quart. All right, so we'll put some oil in this old girl, and then we'll use it to get those weight off, at least one set off my trailer. All right. What a beast. Okay, well, we'll put that all back so we can grow some mosquitoes for a while. This tube is no good. Give that to the garbage man. Okay, well, while Jacob's running the tap through those threads, I ordered that's a 1-inch coarse thread, haha, thread on these. Originally you're supposed to use studs on here, but I do have some studs, but the original studs I have were made to put 2 sets on each side. I'm only putting 1, so I bought bolts actually through McMaster Car, and that's where that tap come from. So that's what I'm gonna do, right or wrong. But I think I'm gonna use a stud as a guide so we can hang the weight on there, because I don't know if you know, but these things are absolutely heavy. Oh yes, they are. Jake says, no, they're not that heavy. Well, yeah, you think so? Oh, I'm gonna get a stud handy anyways. He thinks he's Mr. Tough Guy. I used to think that too, but now I'm wounded. So anyways, so these are actually, these were on a 2-135 white, which still have the 10A number, Minneapolis Moline 10A 24312. So these will fit on that. Essentially, it's the same style hub on the 50 series Minneapolis Moline and the very, very late G900 69 models, because they didn't make them in 70. But anyways, and G1000s that had the taper lock hubs on the back. So just keep that in mind. That's one thing that carried on into, later into some of the Alice lines, AGCO lines, I should say. Well, AGCO is Alice Gleaner Company. In case you didn't know, that's what AGCO stood for, is Alice Gleaner Company. I didn't make it up, but that's what it is. So, anyways, so yeah, we're gonna work on getting these on here. Just do I need it for weight? I'll probably not, but I want it for looks. So, okay. Where you go, buddy? Jacob, you about done?
I'm done doing this, yeah. I think it's your turn.
Yeah, definitely was a good idea to buy that tap and go through these threads here. There's go back and forth a little bit. Sometimes that helps. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. Didn't find the correct socket to put that on a ratchet. That's what I was trying to do, but he couldn't find one. He said didn't fit just right, so that's why he's using the adjustable. That and the leverage thing. So that's pretty. There's a lot of threads in there. All right, tough guy. Oh, this might be easier than I thought it was going to be here. Oh, grab that ratchet that's right there. Breaker bar. Just tighten it up some more. Don't get it super tight in case we got to adjust it for the other one. You know what I'm saying? How much do you think them things weigh?
I don't know, they're very heavy. Like,
They're not very heavy?
I'd say they're about the same as one of the wheel weights.
About 100 pounds is all?
Yeah.
So they're not very heavy, but they're 100 pounds. Okay. That's probably enough engagement there. Okay. Right, spin this back out. Watch out for the camera. If you don't mind. But I think this is going to work like I wanted it to. Maybe I didn't have to screw that in so far. Come on, baby. I think it started. Oh, it's a good idea chasing those threads. Go ahead and get that on there, please. It's always a good idea to chase those threads. Especially since I don't know if there was ever weights in there. You know, if there was, it was a long time ago. Yes, I could have painted all this, but it's not that important to me right now. Okay, that's good. All right, I'll do the same thing. I'll put. Okay, ready when you are. Pinch your fingers. This part's the easy part. Watch your head. Jacob has a scar on his head from working on tractor tires. I thought he had a hold of the bar, or the bar was going to stay up. I can't remember what we were working on, but
Courtesy of Moline Dan and a crowbar.
a crowbar. You know, it was a pry bar. It wasn't really a crowbar.
It was
Anyways,
heavier than a crowbar.
yeah, I know it. Anyways, it was stuck like this, and it was a good sized one that come down on top of his head, and you know. Can you see it scarring through your?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you've probably never seen it. So. Okay. It might start. It might start. You move that over just a skosh. Not much at all. Ooh. I think that started. Go ahead. Yeah, I felt bad. How many stitches did you get that day?
5 staples.
5 staples, yeah, on top of his head. So, yeah, I felt pretty bad at that time. I mean, he felt really bad. I felt sorry there. That's what I wanted to say.
I was just mad because I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
I don't like doctors.
What's that?
I don't like doctors.
You don't like doctors? Sorry to hear it. Okay, you want to spin that out? Kind of like to say this is kind of easy, but that's
Yeah, you could just take a day off. I'll just do the whole thing.
Oh, can't do that. Here, maybe I can do it. Here, I'll work a little bit harder. Maybe. That started?
Maybe.
All right, I ain't tighten all the way up. That was pretty easy. I mean, all things considered. Kind of enjoying watching you work. No comment? Huh?
I'm ready to go fishing. So
You ready to go fishing? Well, let's get the other side done and you can go fishing.
I'm just ready though.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well, when you're tightening that up, we'll start the other side. Well, okay. Got both sides on. There's side A and side B. Thank you, Jacob, for helping me. Now he went fishing. So took my pickup and he has gone fishing. So I guess correctly on my length of bolts to bolt those on. Actually, it looks pretty good with bolts as well. Yeah, I think from the factory, or you know, there's supposed to be studs with the nuts and washers on there, but that's what I did. It was easier to find bolts. Then I only had to buy bolts and lock nuts instead of, you know, studs and nuts and lock washers. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. Probably should be painted either yellow or white, but they're on there for now. Yeah, and then the tires, of course, that I bought at that auction. So a lot better than what was on there. A little bit taller, and these are Goodyears, so they're probably close to the correct time, you know, when this tractor was actually new. So now what I want to do, I want to put a quick hitch on the back, or which actually Minneapolis Moline called it a plow hitch, because he had put pressure on the third link here, which actually, as this pulls back, it pulls on the draft control and makes all that work. I don't fully understand it, but I know that that's what it does. So, and I didn't have one with this tractor, so actually this is the correct top link for a 50 series. I took this one off my LP tractor 1050 because I'm not currently using that. So there, nice seat there. Yeah, I hope you're seeing everything you need to see here. You might be. I don't know. Okay, this little 3/8 bolt here. I don't know if it should be in the top or the bottom one. If I had to guess, it should be in the bottom hole. But I don't want to lose that. Okay. We'll put her in the bottom. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Still a little sore here. Well, maybe I am going to go in the top hole. Huh, this one still has paint in it, so I don't think it's ever been in there. So we'll put the top one for now, and if it isn't right, we will change that. I'm going to use a loader tractor to lift up that plow hitch to put on here. I don't have any help here other than my wife and my daughter, and you know how that is. So, trying to get stuff done that I want to do before my doctor's appointment there. Okay, that doesn't have to be super tight, but I don't know if this will go down without starting or not. A chunk of dirt in here. I want to get out of there. Okay. Well, let's go grab the plow hitch. I was just checking to make sure I had that was correct. Okay, I'll show you the difference between a 50 series and an older series hitch. Okay. So this one right here, this is what I'm going to use. I don't remember where I got this one for sure, but anyways, see how this outside here bows out, okay, versus let's see, is it this one? Yeah, this one. See how they're straight and even. I think this is a 50 series. Nope, this was an older style too. See how this outside is straight, parallel with each other, and this one bows out. Well, that's to accept the wider arms on a 50 series than there is on the earlier, you know, 900 G1000. So I could measure it, but just take my word for it. You know, here, that's about 2 fingers width. Let's go to the 900. You know, and that was, you know, you can see it's about 1 finger's width. Watch out. Yeah, that's only about 1 finger's width. Make sense? Okay, now you learned something. So if you were, you know, at an auction sale or whatever, and they're selling just a quick hitch and they really don't know what it is, maybe you will know. You know, and this is telltale sign of that big hook right there like that, and this the way it's shaped is a Minneapolis Moline. So yep, that one is green. I don't know why somebody painted it green. It looks like Oliver green, so maybe it was on a, you know, a green Moline, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, I'm gonna grab the big mow and a strap, and yeah, I'll lift this up and take it over there. If I had 2 good arms, I think I'd just do it all myself, but I don't. So moving on. See a problem. And I knew about that too. I forgot about it. That one ear's bent. Okay. I'll get it bent back and bring it back. Okay, take 2. Well, it wasn't too bad. It's still not bent back perfect, but I got to thinking of, well, that hooks to the tractor up higher, which I'll show you in a second here. And then I guess if it's too close, the plow doesn't care because it just sits in there. It's still a hook. So yeah, I didn't need to get too carried away. Sometime I wouldn't mind finding a set of the dual cone hubs and put duals on this tractor, but is it really necessary? Probably not. You know, for what little goofing around I do. So I need to tighten that bolt back up now. I was just thinking that would help me spread stuff out, but see how it's bent together, and this still does everything it's supposed to do here. So I'm happy about that. This side as well. I'm still gonna put some Lubashevsky on there, but yeah, it still does what it's supposed to do. So yeah, that'll be no big deal there. These little straps they're kind of handy. So for things like that. So a lot of times you'll see that this third hook is missing because you don't use that when you're plowing. Sometimes it can be in the way, and a lot of times they're off. So I have a quick hitch in the barn yet that doesn't have a hook, but I did buy another hook for it just because, and of course I bought it and never put it on because I didn't have to. So yeah, I'm gonna paint up one of those other quick hitches, and that's gonna go on the 900 as well. It's just for looks. And like I say, Minneapolis Moline called this a plow hitch because maybe I'll be able to show you, but yeah, this has been fixed way before my time. So anyways, it helps, works with the draft control to make that work like it's supposed to. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on that 5 bottom and do a little plowing with it. I also want to do some plowing with my G. I was thinking, let's go look at that, because my 3 bottom plow that I do have is hydraulic, and I don't remember if there's hydraulics on that G or not. Because that would be important. If not, I'll put it on the 2 bottom rope trip. That'll be fine. So I could put that 3 bottom on the G6. Oh yeah, the G does have hydraulics on it. That's a miracle. No, not really. So yeah, we'll have to move the Jake's Z out of the way. Yeah, it does have hydraulics. I've never used them. Yeah, those tires aren't as awesome either, but I do have another set of those are 34-inch tires. But yeah, I want to get this sweetheart out and make her bark on the plow is what my thoughts is. So that is going to be in the very, very near future. We'll get this old beast out and check it over, and I guess needs a little air in this tire. Yeah, and make her snort just a little bit. So yeah, this tractor, I haven't done really anything to it. As you see, it's how I got it, other than I changed the oil in it, so, and put gas in it. That's it. I bought it at an auction sale at a friend of mine's uncle's estate sale. So he's the one that repainted it, and basically this is the way I bought it. So yeah, very, very cool. I should put the rear weights on it. I think, yeah, I got a set out back for it, the ones that are supposed to be on here. But yeah. Let's see, I don't remember if this has PTO in it or not. It does not, and that's okay. It does have hydraulics. So yeah, this one's pretty cool too. So all right, well, I think we'll call her here. We did some upgrades to the G1050 diesel, and talked about what's going to happen here shortly. And you know, any thoughts and prayers you want to send my way about you know, I have my orthopedic appointment tomorrow with the doctor. Yes, I can use my right arm a little bit, but there's a lot of things that I can't turn it certain ways, or I really am not trying to lift very much with it because it hurts. But like right now, it's just a dull pain, nothing that I can't handle, and I'm trying to let it slow me down, but it is slowing me down for sure. But still trying to get stuff done. Not only for you, just for me, because you know, if I'm in the house or not doing something, I'm one of them people that when you get bored, you eat. That's me. So you know, I've caught myself several times, you know, watching a ball game or you know, even a movie on TV or whatever, and you know, commercial comes on, you get up and walk to the kitchen. Like, what did I come to the kitchen for? You know, I'm just getting a habit to going to get something to snack on or something to drink or whatever. You know, if you're drinking water, that's fine, but that's not always the case. So yeah, I can't stay in the house. I'll get stir crazy and thinking about all the stuff I got to do. So okay, well, we'll cut the video here. This is I'm pretty happy about today's progress. I'm gonna wait for the boys to get home to put the plow on because it kind of sunk in the dirt back there. Kind of need a little help with that. And then but yeah, much improvements this weekend for the old 1050. Got the tires changed, rear wheel weight's on, and the plow hitch is on. So yeah, kind of cool. So all right, hey, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you in the next one.